I'm about to save another marriage with this lamb and sweet potato chili. Hell yeah, girl. Let's get started on this one here. All right, let's get this chili started, okay? What we're going to do first is I've got about 3 sweet potatoes that I cubed up, okay? I'm going to reserve these. I'm going to put these directly in the chili. I got about maybe a potato and a half over here that we're going to boil. We're going to boil these and make tender. We're going to make some buttery mashed sweet potatoes. We're going to mix that in our chili. So you want to boil at least one potato, okay? The other one reserve it. And while we're waiting on those to boil, we're going to go ahead and get our onions and our bell peppers going. So I'm just going to add a little oil to my pan. I'm using avocado oil. Okay. Not my pan, my La Creuset crock pot, whatever you call it, Dutch oven. So then we're going to add our onions and bell peppers to that. And then we're just going to saute this probably about 5 minutes, okay? Just till it turns translucical. That smells so good. Okay. And then we get this translucical, we'll add our meat and we'll keep going, okay? So boil one, reserve maybe 1.5 over here, cubed, okay? However size you want. And that's how we do it, girl. Okay, after I've sauteed this about 5 minutes, you could also add some garlic to this. I was lazy. I didn't want to cut up any garlic. I'm just going to use garlic powder. So anyway, when we get to that. Okay, so now I'm going to add 1 pound of ground lamb. Okay. 1 pound of ground lamb. We'll add this to our pot. This chili is good, girl. You're going to like it. It's a nice little, switch from your traditional chili. Okay. We're going to add our lamb. Okay. Then just going to cook this lamb in the onion and bell pepper until it's brown, okay? Till it's cooked. Just keep cooking it on about a medium heat till it's fully cooked, okay? And I'll come back and we'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, now that I got my lamb cooked, it looks nice. The vegetables are cooked more. I'm going to start adding my seasoning to it. I'll turn my fire down to low just for a minute, but don't overcook it. Now, your seasoning for your chili, that's up to you. I'm using this Texas chili seasoning that I got from Ace Hardware, actually, girl. But also have some HEB Texas style chili. But whatever seasoning you like to put in your chili, basically you could take your chili recipe that you like to make and just put lamb in it and then sweet potatoes, and it will be good. So whatever you like. But I'm using this. This one says 4 teaspoons per pound of meat, but that's not actually good enough. You actually need 4 teaspoons per pound of ingredient, and that includes your water, your potatoes, your tomatoes, everything. I go by that, but I'm just gonna eyeball it, girl. I'm not gonna measure it. I'm just gonna sprinkle it in there. What I like to do is just coat the top layer a little bit and then stir it up. Okay. And then I'll add some more. I just kind of eyeball it. You could always add more. You can't add less. So don't overspice it. Okay. So we'll start there. I layer the top twice. I'm also going to hit it with some onion powder. Okay. I'm going to put some onion powder in here. I'm going to put some garlic powder in here because I didn't add any fresh garlic. So, but however you want, you go by what you like and your chili. Okay, if you have a favorite family recipe chili, and if it has beans, just don't put the beans. Put sweet potatoes in it, and instead of ground beef or pork, use lamb. I'm telling you, girl. It's basically what I'm showing you here. It's not, you know. Anyway, okay, so we got our garlic powder, onion powder, and I like, girl, I can't make a recipe without adding my favorite fajita seasoning. I gotta hit it with a little bit of that. Because this has a mixture of salt, pepper, garlic, and other spices. It's just wonderful. So I'll hit it with a top layer of that. Okay. Stir that up. Now we got our mixture nice and spicy. So now I'm going to add 1 can of tomato sauce. Okay. Add a can of tomato sauce. And then I'm gonna add 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes to mine. Okay. You can add whatever tomatoes you want. These are pretty, girl. I'm gonna add those. Okay. I'm gonna stir that up in there. Now, you might be a person that likes thick chili, like this. That's you right there. I like that. I like my chili to be a little soupy. I like the broth. So, of course, I'm going to add water to mine. And, of course, if you need to add some water anyway because we want these potatoes to cook in there. Okay. So, also, yeah, I'm going to add a little beef bouillon to mine because I don't like adding straight water to nothing, girl. So I'm putting some beef bouillon in there so that when I add my water, it's basically like adding beef broth, okay? So I'm just mixing that all up in there. And like I said, you can taste it and you could add more seasoning. Just don't overdo it in the beginning, okay? So let's add some water. Girl, I live on a community well, and this morning when I turned the water on, there was air in the pipes and then there was mud coming out of the faucet. It happens every so often, so I'm not putting faucet water in here today. I'm going to put some, yeah, I'm using this, girl. So I'm just going to add enough to make it look like I want it to look. Now, these potatoes are going to soak up some of that water, so, okay. Now, normally to other chili, you might add masa to make it thick. That's why I'm doing this. We're going to add mashed sweet potatoes to this to make it give it a little thickness to it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my fire up. I got it back on low. I'm going to turn my fire back up to a higher heat. I'm going to bring this to a boil. And then once I get it boiling, we're going to drop our sweet potatoes in there, okay? And then we're going to cook it about probably 10 or 15 minutes just till these get tender, okay? Just a little bit fork tender. They could be a little al dente too because the longer this sits, those potatoes are going to keep cooking. So if they're a little al dente, that's fine. You can take it off the fire. We're still cooking these. These should be done. I'm cooking them about 25 minutes. I'll make sure. Anyway, let's bring this back up to a boil. Put my lid back on. Oh, girl. This is one of my La Cristesse that my imaginary husband bought me. It's 5-star, $300 pot. I can think of a lot of things we could have spent $300 on, but anyway, girl. Okay, but at least I'm 5-star. Okay, so let's get this boiling and then we'll add our potato. All right, now that our chili is boiling, okay, I got it on high heat. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding our cubed up sweet potatoes to it. Okay. This is probably about a potato and a half, a big potato. Sweet potatoes come in all different sizes. So we're just going to add our sweet potatoes to it. Okay. And then we're just going to gently cook this probably on about a medium or medium low. until our potatoes soak up them seasonings and they're they're al dente. I would make them al dente because the longer it sits, those potatoes are going to keep cooking. So you don't want to overcook them. Just, probably about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to bring it back up to a boil, and then I'm going to turn it down and cook it gently. Now, I did taste this before I threw the potatoes in there. So that is something you want to do. Make sure you taste your chili before you throw the potatoes in there. Make sure the seasoning's right. Okay, now we're boiling, so I'm going to turn it down from 10 to about 4. We're going to gently cook this for about 10 minutes, okay? These are ready, so I'm going to rinse those off and mash them up with some butter, get our mashed ones ready. All right, I threw these in a colander and got all the water off of them, okay? And I'm just going to add some unsalted butter to them. However much you want, girl. I'm not afraid of butter, so I'm going to put, that's about 3 tablespoons. That's probably enough. Girl, let's just throw it all in there. 5. Damn, Steve, 5 tablespoons. Yes, girl. And then let's just cover the butter with the potatoes and let it melt while we're cooking our chili here, okay? We're doing 10 minutes on this, so we'll come back. Let the butter melt, and then we'll mash this shit up. All right. Our chili's been boiling about 10 minutes, okay? Let's see where we're at. Yes, they're fork tender, you see? But they're holding together nicely. Look at that. Okay, so that's done, okay? So it's done. Turn the fire off. Oh, excuse me, girl. Anyway, now we're going to add some of our mashed buttery potatoes to it. Okay. And that's going to thicken it up a little bit. Now, you can reserve some of this potato to put a little dollop on top for your guests to make it look 5-star if you want to do that. I'll do it. I'll leave some in here so I can do that just a little bit. Because, girl, I don't care about the way it looks. I'm just going to show you. I'll leave enough in here to put a dollop. But anyway, so we're going to add our mashed potatoes to it. And then you're going to just stir that up in there, girl. And it's going to give it a creamy. It's going to be creamy and delicious, honey. See? Makes it look creamy and delicious. And it's done, girl, really. That's it. Sweet potato, lamb and sweet potato chili. Okay, I'm going to actually pull it off this burner because these glass tops, it'll just keep cooking your shit for days, girl. Anyway, look at the pretty color. And shit. I think we just saved another marriage. Hell yeah. All right, so let's put this in a bowl. And let's give it a taste, honey. And there you have it. Lamb and sweet potato chili. Hell yeah, girl. Let's give it a taste. All right, so here it is. Lamb and sweet potato chili, girl. Let's give it a taste, all right? I got my little dollop on top. I'm just going to mix my dollop all up in there, girl. That's something you could do to impress your guests. You don't have to, because it's already got a girl. I want to get one of these potato chunks. There we go. That's a potato chunk right there. Oh, it's hot, girl. It's burning my fingers. Okay, let's see what we got. Can you hear my 12 puppies? Girl, my dog had 12 puppies. They're crying in the background. All right, let's give it a taste. A great twist on chili. If you have 5-star friends, like if you're one of the elite people that's levitating above the rest of us, this would be a 5-star chili you could serve. at your dinner party, and people be like, "Oh, you're serving chili, girl. That's ghetto." No, girl, this is 5-star lamb and sweet potato chili, and then they'll taste it, girl, and then they'll be just. You might get a promotion. You might get, I don't know, girl. Um, but it is divine, honey. I'm telling. It is a nice little twist of regular old chili. Mm. Oh, and you got to mix the buttery mashed in there. It gives it a thickness, you see, and just mm. And then the chunky potatoes. Oh shit! Hush your mouth, girl. Hush your mouth. There's some good. Girl, you will love this. And I know people, like one of my friends who went and had a dinner with a friend of mine last night. He runs several restaurants, and he was like, I was going to make this and take it to his little party we had, 4 people party. And he was like, "Well, I'm not big on chili, girl, so I didn't make it. I didn't take it over there. But girl, if I had, shit, I doubt we would have left. We'd probably still been over there. Shit." Mm. That is good. Y'all like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video, girl. Lamb and sweet potato chili, honey. Hell yeah. Delicious. All right, girl, I love you. See you on the next video, honey.